Hey, welcome back to Score on Business. I'm Pete Hendricks, your host. Remember, check out scorenashville.org. Okay, so for our next segment, we have a couple of guests, and this is exciting. We have entertainment industry execs here. So we've got Jeff Sanderson and Jim Erdman. Their company is MogulBoys, and what they do is they creatively develop content for movies and television shows, as well as providing business management services for various artists and entertainment companies. And so to get started here, can you all share an example of how you have helped an entrepreneur gain traction in the entertainment business?
Yeah, sure. We can give you a couple of examples of some stuff that's even recently happening right now. The case of you either have something that you're a product that you're trying to get into the entertainment industry, or you're an artist, or you're someone who's serving the creative industry. In the case of a Midwest guitar manufacturer, they were a very high-end guitar manufacturer, and made custom guitars, and they make custom guitars, but they were having trouble taking it to the next level, to where they wanted to get artist endorsements from players that are playing with established acts around the country. And so through a program that we're developing with them and have developed with them to get them out to those artists, to other guitar players for endorsement deals, and then that allows them to get into and break into retailers. We've been able to accomplish that with them. And then part of what we do by creating original content is we're involved in producing music videos for artists. So we're able to take their guitars and actually place them in
that's nice.
Yeah, in a lot of music videos, and we're able to put them in other situations. Like we're developing another show that for a major online. It's kind of, I wish I could say who it was, but
yeah.
It's a format show around the music industry, and so we're having our clients participate in product placement in that show as well.
Oh yeah.
So we open up doors to, rather than wait for things to happen, we create content for our clients that allows their products, services, and features to be highlighted and spotlighted within the shows. Everything from music videos to TV shows.
You know, one thing, and so you as a team, you're kind of the business manager.
Correct.
Okay, and you're the creative.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that I had learned, and this was fascinating, when an artist starts doing well, the first 3 years, the way the money is handled, the first 3 years determines whether it's going to be a short career or a long career. Can you all share a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Finance allows a company to grow, or the entrepreneur to grow. But in the beginning, finances are rather limited. I'm reminded of a quote that I read several years ago, and I can't even remember where I read it or who said it, but it was an artist, an aspiring artist, and he was talking about surviving in the music industry, and his quote was that there's more love than money involved. And that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
In the beginning, the artist, if they're on a label, if they've been signed by a label, they may get an advance, but that advance actually still has to be repaid. That's not income to them. It's offset against their sales, and so sometimes with an artist, a new artist especially, that advance may be all they'll get from their label for a while, or possibly even ever. So it's important that they understand that has to be budgeted out and allocated. They'll have to know what their goals are and set aside money to achieve those goals.
Right. Because
if they don't, later on down the road, they'll be struggling even more.
Okay. So the kind of the idea there is, with the first batch of money that comes in for them, they have to budget and plan and all that, which is part of what you do.
Yes.
And your website is MogulBoys.com, MogulBoys.com. Okay, so tell us about the importance of culture in the entertainment.
In the entertainment industry, there's two kinds of culture. The one, of course, there's the culture in your business, and we've talked about that in offline conversations. And then there's the culture that's happening out in the world. The culture that's happening out in the world is the most important. because what's happening today on the radio, what you're hearing on the radio today, is probably, no, really, it's 100% sure it's not going to be what you're hearing 2 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
And so labels, entertainment companies, filmmakers, fashion, photography, it all plays together. And it's very important to be watching what's happening, not just what's happening on the radio or listening, but also what's happening at Fashion Week, what's happening, you know, in magazines. Keeping an ear to the street is probably the most important, because it allows us to guide our artists into opportunities that are going to be valid for them.
Right.
And more importantly, for record labels, it's very important. The smaller indies are really getting this. You know, New West Records that really kind of like broke out and really started to establish the Americana music hipster movement. Whereas Universal and Island and labels like that were kind of slow to come to the table. They're so large. And sometimes the more successful you get, the more removed from the street you are.
Right.
And so I know it's a crass way of saying it, but keep your ear to the street.
Okay.
That's how important culture is, because it changes everything. It can change it on time.
And so we need to take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, scorenashville.org, and we'll be right back. Okay.